Welcome back, you Game Shark veterans. In F-Zero X, even in the port and Nintendo Switch, you got cheat code access, baby. That little screen shimmer in the jingle meant that we just applied the unlock everything cheat code.
Wow, it's weird that there's an unlock everything cheat code. Apparently, you did actually clear Joker on standard.
Yeah, after much painstaking effort, and then when I realized, what do you mean I didn't unlock anything else when I just, destroyed myself over that? Let's check out the final tier of racers.
Wild Boar, Death
Zoda.
Anchor, ooh,
James McCloud. What's his
Mighty
name?
Hurricane, Super Piranha, Space Angler.
The Space Angler. With an
Mighty
amazing
Typhoon.
A rating on the grip.
Hyper Speeder.
Yes.
Green
very speedy.
Panther. Black Bull. Really?
Oh, it's alright.
So if I'm remembering this correctly, Death Shadow runs the Black Bull, right?
That's correct, yes.
So you've never legitimately unlocked a Black Bull on your own. Oh, Space Angler, or gotta take the Space Angler with Leon. Okay.
Well, thankfully, like I was talking about last time, you don't have to, undo all the things in the game in order to get to at least enjoy playing as the racers. All you have to do is just change the mode that you're playing on. So, welcome to the X Cup. Did you notice that this cup did not have an accompanying 3D model map that you could check out and get a preview of what you're going to be racing on?
I did not, but I'm relatively certain that that's because the X Cup is supposed to be, is it 6 random courses from the course pool?
There's definitely some randomization involved.
Ouch, ouch.
I don't know. Suffice to say, I don't know if whether these are preset courses that they just select in a random order, or if these are actual procedurally generated maps.
They're definitely not procedurally generated maps because these boosters are here specifically as obstacles.
So you will notice two things about the X Cup that are radically different than the other cups. One is there are very few, if any, moments during any of these racetracks where there are no guardrails. In addition to a constancy of guardrails, there is also a consistent there are no jumps. There are no jumps, and honestly, the only way you could ever fall off the track is if you're coming off of a ramp with a boost, and then you lose control, and then you fall off.
Super Nelson.
The other thing you're going to notice is that the AI is noticeably less competent in the X Cup during the other cups. Almost like the AI doesn't even know how to be during these tracks. And honestly, that's why I conjectured that the game actually creates these tracks based on a pretty simple rule set as you're, accessing each of the tracks. Only that, when you proceed to the next track, that's it. You can only ever retry this shape of the track.
You sure this isn't another one of the Firefield tracks?
No. These are unique track shapes. We haven't seen among the 24 racetracks that we've seen in the Jack, Queen, King, and Joker Cups. These are brand new. I mean, the environments are the same, the decor is the same, the music is the same, but that's it. So yeah, it's a pretty simple formula. It's a closed loop track. There's a boost pad right before the finish line, and before the finish line there's a straightaway. That's why I think very simple rules. Those are the parameters that the computer uses to create the track, and boom, it creates the track.
I don't know though, because I'm noticing when it comes to the design of this course specifically that the boost pads, the boost panels specifically are still obstacles, but we also have what would be gravity style gravity sharp turns going on that our previous track did not have, and that we don't actually notice so often in the normal cups.
Right, like the boost pads were not so conveniently placed that you can actually enjoy the boost before you have to like take a turn so sharp you're gonna crash.
Plus, these tracks, if they were procedurally generated, they would be procedurally generated off of Mute City, and I say that specifically because these tracks have been very, very fast. They are effectively what at three laps apiece, and 30 seconds a lap. These are 1 minute 30-second tracks, and a majority of the tracks later on, although can be as short as 130, are usually about 145.
Yeah, I do have a pretty speedy experience going through these X Cup tracks.
All right, now we're back in Sand Ocean.
This track looks like it may take a little longer than that 25 seconds per lap we were observing earlier. And here we as the commentators are going to struggle to find anything like definitive about these X Cup tracks, because every single time you try the X Cup, you're trying a different set of tracks. So I mean,
so you would end up in Sand Ocean with a much thinner corridor for most of the course.
Pretty much. Oh yeah, and it's playing the exact same music track it was in the last part. Whoa! You're way out in front! Yeah, like, where the fuck is everybody? Don't let me have all the fun there, guys. My shining blue is gonna outrace you.
As long as you prevent yourself from running into the sides, at least.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I mean, you're still only about 2 seconds ahead, to be perfectly honest. Less than that, even.
Oh yeah, we are still having a pretty quick time going through the laps. Hey. Stop it. You can be my butt pal. Give me a nice sportsman-like pat on the butt. Alright, and coming up on the finish line, we are one right turn away. Nice.
And whoosh!
Take those risks, baby. Number 19. Coming in like a meteor out of outer space.
You actually got a flat time. Wow.
Nice. I love it.
All right, we're 33 points in the lead.
All right, and by now, like, me playing this game in the past, am starting to realize the gimmick. Like, okay, all of these tracks are going to lack a map description. I go on,
but this track design is actually very similar to the previous Firefield one that we were on. It's just rotated. It does have different set pieces specifically. We did not have this overhang tunnel previously, but yeah, these boost placements are roughly similar. I think we're just going through this track backwards. Yeah, we're going through this track backwards.
I reckon similar rules and principles to follow when putting the maps together. Similar results. But still the ever-present adrenaline thrill of an F-Zero X race. But dare I say, it doesn't get more X than this.
Careful with those expenditures of boost pass, Cloud. You're already at critical health.
Alright, and there's just the amount of health I needed to complete this race with an average completion time per lap of 23 seconds.
Yeah, 24.
Very nice. One thing that I miss about the previous cups is that not only did the map design help make each racetrack feel unique, but also the name and the theming, like, is there a high jump? Are there deadly curves? Is it a high-speed type theme? All of that is thrown out the window in the X Cup. It's just, here's the racetrack, there are the racers, go race. That's it.
Okay, so I'm not familiar enough to actually know what this background is from. I want to say this is Silence.
No, it's not. I mean, maybe Silence like during the day. I saw the tunnel graphics starting to break up a little bit. Shame on you, Nintendo 64 port. You grab that health up. Gobble,
and
gobble,
hell,
gobble.
This segment was just effectively in the last track that we did.
Yeah, very samey feeling. If anything, one benefit of playing the X Cup versus the other Cups is that the X Cups are probably going to give you the easiest time, you know, where really the only hazard is just losing all of your health and then crashing into a wall. Because while these guardrails are going to keep you alive by keeping you on the track, you still are going to take damage if you collide with them.
So have you ever done go-karting, Mr. Cloud?
I have, yes. I might have even crashed the go-kart. Why do you ask?
Because I'm reminded of the fact. I'm reminded of my personal experience in go-karting, where a majority of the machines actually have different tunes, but they're connected via a wireless receiver, so that the supervisors of the race make sure that nobody gets hurt.
Oh, you're talking about go-karting in a controlled setting. Oh, that is very different than the go-karting experience I had. I was in a field at my buddy's house and just going, basically. We used to take turns just going. That's why I'm pretty sure that maybe I had lost control of the vehicle, because it wouldn't be the first time that my buddies let me use a motorized vehicle on their property and I lost control of it. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. Which X track are we on? Is this the fifth one?
I think this is actually the last one. Hey, we've already had the statue background.
Yeah, I've been noticing a lot of the same on a number of levels. A lot of reused environments, reused music tracks. Reuse track philosophy, reuse racetrack philosophies. It's just, it really lends it certainly lends a different experience. I understand they probably put this X Cup in for a reason, because it is so different than the other racetracks. Maybe that's attachment from like names and like theming properties that they will preface at the head of the other 24 named racetracks doesn't have quite the feel that they were looking for. If you really wanted to change it up and say like, oh, well, have you guys ever played the X Cup? No. Well, let's play the X Cup. Let's see how it is. I don't know this one. You don't know this one. So that makes it a level playing field.
Except
nobody knows what the hell's going on until they get there.
Specifically, when it comes to racing games, your system knowledge and execution level is far and away what matters more than the design of the courses.
Yes,
much
yes,
like
familiarity with the course. The more familiar you are, not in other words, experience is going to be the greatest determinant as to who's going to win.
Well, you did successfully complete the X Cup.
Yay. 100 smackaroos on top of a perfect score. Talk about a perfect game. Yeah. Take that, Beast Man.
And Silver Nielsen.
I'll see y'all at the finish line.
Congratulations.
Now let's see each of these tracks in all their unique glory. X, first place. Track 2, X, first place. Track 3, X, first place. Track 4, and so on.
Let's see. You didn't get over 1100, damn it.
I mean, who can? There were like no straightaway paths, hardly.
Ah, well.
Well, that was a real gas, and I appreciate that as the player I had even more variety on top of what I was used to going through each of the standard Grand Prix Cups. Now, we're about to see another little change up between the Standard Cups and the X Cup. Instead of getting your own character logo,
you get a giant X. You get a giant 64.
You're right to expect the X.
Okay.
As in Nintendo 64.
Yes.
And in the next part, we're going to finish this to the death.
Be safe, everybody.